Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Time for some more RBI baseball. This time we will be playing as the Houston Astros against the Minnesota Twins. We are 4-1 playing games on here. Let's go with D. Smith as our pitcher for this game. And we got some company. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Fouled off to the third base side, fouled off to the first base side. And that's going to be cut for an out. Alright, one out. We're at the top of the first. Just starting, and that's a foul ball. Strike right there. And my guy just struck out. Let's see if we can, and that's going to roll by the first baseman and go all the way to the wall in foul territory. And that's going to be a double. All right, Glenn Davis. I think that's Glenn Davis. And that's a roller. That's going to get all the way through, go all the way to the wall. Another double. That's going to score a run. There we go. And that's going to be caught. And there's a giant cat on the screen. Oh, snap. We might have to pause the video. There's a giant cat messing with the camera. Yeah, we're going to have to pause this thing. We'll be right back. Alright, and we are back, and surprisingly, I moved the TV, so I moved the monitor and the camera and everything to a different room. So I had to unplug the TV, physically move it. There's a pop fly to center field. Probably going to be caught for first out. So anyway, I moved everything thinking I was going to have to, restart the game, but I didn't, for it actually saved everything, believe it or not. So, that was kind of cool. There's a pop fly. That's going to go foul and out of play. Alright, so get him. That was a close play, but got the third out. Alright, going to the top of the second. Up 2-0. Alright, that's gonna get over enough to where I was able to run it out. That's an infield hit. There's a pop fly to the shortstop. So anyway, yeah, if you like this type of stuff, I do dice videos where I simulate, basketball, baseball, football, games with dice. I've been playing a lot of R.B.I. baseball lately. If you like this type of thing, click that like button. Yeah, don't forget to smash that subscribe button also. We do all kinds of crazy stuff here at the KB channel of, well, stuff. Because I do different kinds of stuff. And that's going to go all the way to the wall. But held him to a single. So that was cool. There's a high pop fly. That's hopefully not going to drop. And my left fielder caught it. That thing was up there forever. And there's a line out straight to my shortstop. Didn't even have to move. And a ground out to my first baseman. So, yeah. Yeah, going to the bottom... Actually, top of the third, sorry. 1-0. See if I can add on to my lead. There's a foul ball way off to the first base side. So to everyone that is watching, I am curious, as far as commentary, that's going to roll all the way through to the wall. That's going to be at least a double. That's going to get stretched out into a triple. So, I am curious. Let me know down in the comments. Oh, wow. That's going to get all the way to the wall and score a run. That's going to be a double. Alright, so 2 outs, up 2-0. But anyway, let me know. So as far as commentary, do you think I have the right amount of commentary? Should I have more? Should I talk less? Yeah, that's important for me to know. So yeah, just let me know down in the comments. That's going to get all the way through for a base hit. Bottom of the third now. I am up 2-0. There's a line out to the pitcher. This might be 2. Oh, it's not because I threw it to the wrong bag. But I got the put out regardless, so that is fine. There's a pop fly deep to right field. And that is caught. Alright, so top of the fourth. Semi-pitcher's duel. And that's going to get all the way through for a base hit. Exactly the opposite of when I played, I believe it was Detroit. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, the final score, it was like a football score. Like, no joke, not like no exaggeration. There's a slow roller. That's going to get the lead guy. So I have a guy on first and I have 2 outs. There's a... Oh, snap! That was kind of like a bunt, but it worked out for a hit. Let's see if I can get 1 or 2 of these guys home. Probably not. Nope, that's going to be caught. Alright, so going to the bottom of the fourth now. Still up 2-0. See if I can keep this shutout intact. There's a foul ball off to the first base side. That's going to go out of play. Alright, there's a ground out to the second baseman. Put out the first. There's a very sharply hit ball that's going to get all the way to the wall, but he hit it too hard, so that's going to stay a single. There's another ball crushed. Oh no, that's going to go all the way to the backstop, but you know what? He's going to run anyway. Well, there's the second out. They have a guy on third. And there goes the shutout. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Alright, so that guy got a double. It's now 2-1. That's going to go over my third baseman's head. Alright, so they have guys on the corners. And that's crushed. Yep, that's going to leave the yard. I just gave up a 3-run jack. How quickly the momentum can shift. Okay. So my 2-0 lead is now a 4-2 lead for Minnesota. And there's another... Oh, what a save. I just prevented that one from being an extra base hit. So Minnesota now leads 4-2. Whoa, oh my gosh. My third baseman just threw the ball all the way to the wall. You gotta be kidding me. Well, that was pretty stupid. I don't recommend doing that. Let's get out of this inning. There we go. Alright, well, I just gave up a 5 spot, and I'm now down 5-2, but as they bring in a new pitcher. But have no fear, I have come back from bigger deficits before. And that's going to go foul. Alright, 0 balls, 2 strikes, and I just struck out again. And there's a slow roller. That's going to get through for a base hit. All right, 1 out. Have a guy on first. That's crushed. Left center field. I just busted out one of the stadium lights. Huge 2-run homer. I cut the lead to 5-4. Well, that definitely helps. There's another high pop fly deep to right field, but caught on the phantom warning track. It doesn't show it, but he was pretty much standing right up against the wall when he caught that. Like another 5 feet, that would have been gone. There's a high pop fly to shallow center, and he dropped it. Oh, snap. Well, that's an error. That could come back to haunt them. Let's see if I can take advantage of that. Nope, probably not, unless this dude drops it. Nope. But I got 2 runs off of a huge home run and cut the lead to 5-4. Alright, there's an easy put out from the shortstop to the first baseman. And that's going to get hit to the third baseman, and there's another easy put out. Can we make this a 1-2-3 inning? You bet. 3 pitches, 3 outs. That's what we like to see. All right, going to the top of the 6th. See if I can take the lead back. There's a well-hit ball. That's going to be caught. That was a very well-timed. That's going to get thrown out. Yeah. And a line out to the pitcher. Well, 3 up, 3 down there. Going to the bottom of the 6th. There's a well-hit ball. That's going to go all the way to the wall, but he hit it too hard. And that's going to be a long single. There's a well-hit ball. Oh, snap. Had some issues with the D-pad, but that's okay. Held that guy to a single. There's a foul ball off to the first base side, and that's going to fortunately go out of play. And that's going to get through. Wow. Get him out, get him out. All right, well, not exactly on my bingo card, but hey, I traded an out for a run. That's going to get fouled off to the first base side. Couldn't quite get to that one. All right, 2 outs now. That was a small pop out to the shortstop. Ground out to the shortstop. All right, well, Minnesota adds 1 more. They are now up 6-4. All right, let's see if he can run it out. He did. I hit it just softly enough to where I was able to run out that pitch. Well, he got the lead runner there. So, but still got a guy on first, but there's 1 out now. There's a well-hit ball. Oh, no. Are you serious? I just got doubled up. Some, yeah, great defense by their outfielder. That's a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. But it's going to stay as a single. And it's a foul ball off to the first base side out of play. So they have 1 guy on. 28 miles per hour. There's a pop out to the second baseman. Right, they have 1 out. There's a ball that's well hit. Off the wall. Oh, wow. He thought I was going to catch it, and he didn't get to second in time, so I forced him out. That's hilarious. All right, so they have guys on second and third. They do have 2 outs. Another foul ball off to the first base side. 26-mile-per-hour strike that he just watched go by. And that just got me out of the inning. Huge jam avoided there. All right, we go to the top of the 8th. I'm still down 6-4, and they just bring in a new pitcher, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Out into right field. See if I can get a rally started here. There's an opposite field hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. That's probably going to score a run. It is. I'm going to stretch this out into a triple. It is now 6-5 Minnesota. And still no outs. There's a pop fly foul off to the third base side. That's going to go out of play. All right, no balls, 2 strikes, and I just struck out. All right, this guy is really mixing up his pitches now. And, yeah, ground out to the first baseman. Really need to get this guy, and that's going to get all the way through. That's going to score a run. That's going to tie it up. That's going to get stretched out into another triple. But the game is tied now. That's going to get through. Oh, snap. Another run scored. Pardon me. And another triple. Let's see if I can get this guy across. Wow, what an inning. Alright, so after all of that, that's a single, and my guy is going to end up on second because they're not going to throw to second and just have my guy score that easily. Alright, we need to get one or both of these guys across. Alright, that's fouled off to the first base side, and that one's grounded foul off to the third base side. And I just bunted myself out. So I didn't swing all the way through. They counted that as a bunt. Oh no. Oh well. Barely got that guy out. Alright, so it's the bottom of the 8th. I'm back up 7-6. Still have my starting pitcher in because just to make it more interesting, I'd like to see if my starting pitcher can go the entire game. All right. 27-mile-per-hour ball there. See if he swings at it. Yep, he does. And that's going to go all the way to the wall. That's going to score a run. That's going to go all the way to the dugout. But he's going to keep running, and I just threw it to third base instead of throwing it home. I had that guy exactly where I needed him to be. Alright, well, you know what? We're gonna get that one back. So this guy's gonna run all the way around. But little does he know, he just got thrown out. And that's gonna end the inning, but not before they go up 8-7. It's the top of the 9th now. Oh wow, that was crushed. And yeah, that was bunted kind of straight up the middle, and nothing happened there, so I got thrown out. All right, 0 balls, 2 strikes. There's a high pop fly right to the left fielder. Right, I am down to my last out. There's another high pop fly. That's probably going to be caught. And that's going to be the game. That's totally on me, though. It should have been 7-7. We should have been going to extra innings, but when I tried those shenanigans where I tried to throw them out at home after I threw the ball all the way to my dugout, I threw it to third instead of throwing it home. So, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Well, I think I'm now 4-2 in the 6 games I played and the R.B.I. baseball games that I've uploaded to the channel. So, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, throw me some comments. We will see you again in the next video. Have a good one.